What's up, everybody? Hope you're having a fantastic day, because today we're checking out one of the greatest of all time, Frank Sinatra, and My Way. Not my way, but his way, but he's singing My Way in his way. That actually made sense. Did that make sense? I'm super excited for today, if you cannot tell, because I tend to talk fast when I get excited, which is probably a flaw, but anyway. I like Frank Sinatra. I love the whole crooning jazz style. And so we're just going to dive into this video of My Way. It has over 184 million views on YouTube, and it's just like the cover of him singing. It's not even like a video. So I am excited to jump into this one. I love Frank Sinatra, like Andy Williams, Bing Crosby, all those guys. There's like my favorite dudes to listen to. Let's dive in, just react to these guys, break down, see what's going on. I'm super pumped. If this chair was more bouncy, I'd be bouncing all over the place. Like, I'm just... It's gonna be fun. Let's dive in. Now, to be completely fair, I have listened to a lot of Andy Williams. Definitely more of like all their Christmas stuff. I feel like just like classic thing to do around Christmas time is listen to like Bing Crosby, Frank Sinatra, Andy Williams, Ella Fitzgerald. I feel like that's just like a classic thing to do. And I love all those styles. I have not listened to as much of jazz styles, which is probably like their most famous stuff. I enjoy every single thing you like to do with their Christmas style, and so I've listened to a couple of their normal albums as like their jazz style stuff. So I am excited to jump into this because I haven't listened to a ton of Frank Sinatra, but I love his voice. I love the whole crooning style and everything, so I am excited. So let's dive into this.
And now the end is near, so I face the final curtain.
Nice.
My friend, I'll say it clear, I'll state my case, of which I'm certain.
All right, crooning style. I love this style. It's so cool. It's off of jazz. It's kind of part of jazz, but crooning style is very relaxed singing. A lot of crooners, if you think of like all the guys I mentioned before, like Bing Crosby, Andy Williams, Frank Sinatra, they're all pretty similar as far as range goes. They're pretty much like a baritone range, and they all sing in a very relaxed style. That's the crooning style is very relaxed. But one of the things that they do that I absolutely love is they hang on to their consonants. Usually it's the ending consonant they'll hold on to. And so I'm going to start this again, but notice how much he hangs on to his consonants, especially like ns, m's. He'll hang on to it for just a little bit longer than normal. I don't know. I just love that style of it because it feels like you're just like caressing the word and just like cherishing it. Like, oh yeah, like these lyrics are really good. And it kind of makes you feel at home because it's like that satisfaction kind of feeling. So I love it. It's so good.
And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain.
Holds on to the N. Even before that on face, he held on to the S or the C, but the S of face kind of held out a little bit longer than typically would be done. I love that about crooning. It's just like it's caressing each and every word. It's so good.
My friend, I'll say it clear, I'll state my case, of which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full. I traveled each and every highway, and more, much more than this.
It's so good.
I did it my way.
Oh, there's a classic example of it. My way. Notice how he goes on to the diphthong. I've explained this in other videos, but diphthong is the second part of the vowel. So my, you kind of close down to an E, so it opens M-I, and it goes down to an E. My. What a lot of crooners did was they would hold on to the second part of the diphthong. So instead of going my way and putting the diphthong at the end, they would switch to the diphthong early. My way. Ah, I love singing that. And that's a very typical crooning style of how they hang on to the diphthong. And it's so cool. It is so cool. Just try to listen to his vibrato, and I'm going to talk about that a little bit later. Strings coming in. Ah, that's cool. Listen to the strings in the background that come in here. Bum da ba da, bum da da da. I believe it's the beginning of the verse, and the strings are repeating that. Do 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 do. Oh, that's really cool.
I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention.
Nice. I like that.
I did what I had to do, saw it through without exemption.
That's cool.
I planned each job.
Did you hear how I planned and moved on to the end? Oh, another thing, I want to talk about vibrato. Vibrato in crooning style, I believe this is what it's right. So vibrato is oscillations from the tone. So you have your main pitch, but then you have this oscillation. Vibrato is going above and below the note you're hitting, and you do it in a fast manner. And so the average of your high and your low oscillations equals the note that you're singing. Da. That's me hitting on that flat line. But when I add the vibrato, da, I'm going, if I slow it down, da, I'm going above and below that note. But the average of where I'm singing, the average of the high and the low equals that note that I'm on. So that's what vibrato is. For crooning style, you can either have very large oscillations with, especially when people get older and they're singing, you'll hear them go, da. The oscillations get very high. They have very high peaks and very low peaks. Like it's going up and down. That's because when they get older, they don't have as much control over that. And it's just it wobbles a little bit more. Singers who know how to control that, they can make those oscillations even smaller. And so here's your pitch. Here's your pitch, but you're only going slightly above and below. You're not going like a full up and down. I forget exactly what the standard oscillation amount is for crooning style, what I'm going to try to talk to, and that was like a very roundabout way. Sorry, I'm a little excited. The crooning style is you don't go very high and you don't go very low. You stay pretty close to your pitch, but you just oscillate a little bit on top of it. And it's not very fast oscillations. If you get like a very fast oscillation, you get what's called a tremolo. Da, and it just sounds like you're very unsteady. And you can make those oscillations even bigger. So da, and it sounds like a weird helicopter or something. That could be used for effect sometimes. But a healthy oscillation, a friend of mine talked to me about this. I forget how many oscillations are like standard for within a second, but you don't want too many. Da, because it sounds weird. You don't want not enough. Da, like that just sounds a little weird. A healthy oscillation should sound like da, where it adds to the tone, doesn't distract from it. What crooning style does, man, I'm taking so long to get around to this. Crooning style does is they don't oscillate very much. They don't, from that middle line, they don't go too high and they don't go not enough as like a fast tremolo. They tend to stay pretty consistent with theirs, and it's not very varied in it. So if you listen to a lot of his vibrato, it's not very fast. It's kind of a slow controlled, and it's not very high and low oscillations. So it's not very it's very very controlled, very slight. That was a very long explanation. I apologize. And if you've been skipping through it, it's okay. I don't mind. I love this kind of style of singing. It's so much fun to break down.
Course, each careful step along the byway, more, much more than this, I did it my way. Yes, there were times, I'm sure.
Now we got brass and stuff coming in. That's really cool.
Sure you knew when I bit off more than I could chew. But through it all,
let's go.
when there was doubt, I ate it up and spit it out. I faced it all,
Let's go.
and I stood tall and did it my way.
Oh, beautiful. Oh wow, he drops that. That's really cool. He dropped down to that low note super quick. Awesome job. Another thing that crooning style is very unique is they slide. They bend the pitches or slide. I want to say slide. They slide into the pitches. I did it my way. Nowhere close to Frank Sinatra. If you listen to how much he slides in and out of pitches, and it just gives you a feeling that he's very comfortable with the song. He knows what he wants. He knows the style he's going for. And even when he was singing up that high, it still sounded relaxed, and it just still sounded so open and everything. And is it just me, or are his eyes like extremely blue? Probably has to do with the blue background. Wow. That just hit me. Frank Sinatra singing this. This is so good. I don't know. I don't know. I'm having so much fun.
Loved, I've laughed and cried. I've had my fill, my share of losing.
So those woodwind instruments now have taken what the strings had earlier. Do 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 do. But they kind of slow it down. Do 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 do. That's really cool. I like that.
My share of
and they're changing the melody as well. To do a counter melody.
losing. And now, as tears subside, I find it all so amusing.
Just listen to how much he's grabbing onto those consonants there, and those diphthongs. It's so beautiful.
So amusing.
It's so cool.
Think I did all that,
It's so good.
and may I say, not in a shy way. Oh no.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh no, not me. I did it my way.
Another thing that's unique is there's not a lot of long held phrases. Da 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 breath. Da 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 breath. There's like not a lot of long phrases. Perfectly fine. Like it's up to him what he wants to do and everything. But it gives that feeling of a very relaxed kind of style, a very relaxed singing, and it's awesome.
For what is a man? What has he got? If not himself, then he has not to say the things he truly feels.
Oh, listen to the trumpets there. Ba 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 ba.
Then he has not to say the things he truly feels, and not the words of one who kneels. The record shows I took the blows and did it my
it's almost over. No, you can hear he did it my way. Closing off, because he's up that high, closing off to the diphthong can be hard because it's not an open vowel. Way. It's not as open as A is. And so you hear it's very subtle, but at the end of way, his voice kind of almost cracks. Way. Not like that, but way. He kind of lets off of it because when you're closing down to that kind of vowel, it's harder to maintain the openness and just like keep it up there and then drop it off. So when you listen to that, notice how at the end, very end of that phrase, he kind of drops it off rather than just does a clean stop.
The record shows I took the blows and did it my
So good. kind of dropped it off there. That was a longer held phrase there. So, it's so good. He can do both. Like, I'll bring it back down.
Yes.
Oh, beautiful.
It was my way.
You can hear. Oh, that's neat. Oh, this is so good. This is so good. I like how they brought it back down to the quiet beginning there. That is so beautiful. So beautifully done. Building it to this big climactic point and then bringing it back down. It's like, it's so beautiful. I love those. What are they called? My brain isn't working right now. Dynamics. That's what I was looking for. Why was that so hard to remember? The dynamics here of just like how big it is to bring it back down and just so soft and stuff. Listen to his vibrato and how it's not very large oscillations. It's slower oscillations, kind of at, I wouldn't say a faster pace, but just a healthy pace. He still closes off to like the second part of the diphthong beautifully.
Was my
And you can also hear how he slides up. It was my way. It kind of does a little voice fry. Way. It kind of closes off to the second part of that diphthong. Oh, okay. Last time playing this, I promise. It's so good though. Like, how can you not want to listen to this over and again?
Yes, it was my way.
The strings and the brass and the harp. Actually, there's a harp in there too. Yeah, there's a harp. Beautiful. Oh, that's so good. That was so much fun. I absolutely love like the whole crooning jazz style, and Frank Sinatra is just one of the best at it. That was a lot of fun. That was a blast, y'all. I don't know if you guys enjoyed that or not, or if this is going to be a very popular video or not. That was awesome. I love the crooning style. It's so much fun just to like listen to these guys and just break down what they're doing, especially the crooning style, because like I love this style, and so getting to talk about it just makes it so much more fun. Especially that song too. That song is just like amazing, remastered in 2008. And then Frank Sinatra, the blue eyes, just like, it's so good. I love this. I'm so glad I checked this out. This is awesome. Thank you guys so much for watching. If there's any other Frank Sinatra that you want me to listen to, or another crooner like Andy Williams, Andy Williams personally, best Christmas album ever is the yes, I'm a records guy, but personally, this is my favorite Christmas album of all time. Like Andy Williams Christmas album, this is like the one I look forward to listening to at every Christmas time. So I have actually 2 of these on record, and it's so good. I absolutely love Andy Williams, and he does pretty much the same style, slightly different, obviously different person, so different kind of voice and stuff, but he does the same crooning style as Frank Sinatra, and so it's beautiful. I love that Christmas album and other Andy Williams stuff. When he sings Maria from West Side Story, you cannot get better than that. Like, it's probably my favorite one that he does. Frank Sinatra did an amazing job on My Way. I am super pumped I got to check this out. This video is probably a lot longer than it should be, but because I'm just like geeking out over here because it's so cool. But I absolutely love this kind of stuff. So hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have another Frank Sinatra or another person you want me to check out, drop them down in the comments. I will look into them, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Man, it's going to be hard to settle down after this one. All right, see you guys. My way.